What's up, guys? It's JMS80 with Frag the Nation, bringing you some Domination on Ground War, and this is going to be on WMD. Just wanted to showcase exactly what my role is and what I like to do in a domination match. Now, in most instances, there'll be certain types of people out there. There'll be people that will sit back and defend the areas, and there will be people that will run out and try to disrupt, the enemy as they come out of their spawn. And I really do believe that me and my party of 8, we had about 7 or 8 people in our party, so that's why we are in ground war, and we are having a blast. Just a lot of fun, and really, I like doing this more than I like going into games by myself, and just getting placed up with a bunch of randoms. Oh, right there down on B, that's actually pretty neat. One of my guys, he went down and actually capped the B flag while he was in second chance. I actually thought that was pretty funny at the time, but I just wanted to discuss really the difference in between people sit there and saying that between they're saying camping and defending, that there is a big difference. Well, I really don't think there is a difference, and I don't really complain too much on that instance, because really in domination, yes, you pretty much have to camp if you want to defend a certain area or defend a flag or anything like that, because I mean, you're not going to continuously rush the entire time. Will I set up my kill streaks a little bit differently when I'm defending? Yeah, because most times, and in this instance right here in this game in particular, my certain kill streak setup is the napalm strike, the mortar team, and the rolling thunder. And the reason why I have it set up that way is so that way I can better defend flag areas, once I build up my kill streaks. And of course other people on our team, they have different kill streaks set up to help out everybody as well. Like we have people that, have UA or spy plane and counter spy plane, Blackbird, things like that that are going to help everybody out and to know where the enemy team is and to help us better capture flags and defend them. And then other people are kind of like me. There'll be a few of us that'll have the same kind of kill streaks, and we'll talk about it before the match starts, or we'll already know our roles once we go into a domination match. Right here I fail miserably in trying to spray down that guy with the shotgun right there. But we'll already know on hand, and right here I get taken out by this noob tuber. He hits me with the tube at first and then ends up finishing me off. But anyway, that's and in domination matches, I don't care about my my kill death ratio, and a lot of people are out there talking about, oh yes, I have such a great kill death ratio, and then it turns out that kill death ratio comes from domination. And I'm sorry, but kill death ratio, it should not matter in domination. Domination, what should matter is the win. That's what's most important to me. At least to me it is. Oh lordy. But anyway, and then in here also again in this gameplay, I just now noticed it. I didn't notice it at the time I was recording it. Again, it shows that I have hardline, warlord, and second chance, and that is not the case. I think that theater mode it got messed up in some way and somehow, because that was actually my friend's setup that he was using. I really don't know why that got put up on there, but I reassure you though, I am using Ghost Pro, Warlord Pro, and Ninja Pro. I am in no way hacking or anything like that, so don't worry about that. That is not what I'm doing. Oh, excuse me. And right here, as you can see, I've already got my napalm strike, and I've got my mortar team already, and I don't call them in right away. I really never do it unless I feel that there is an absolute need to, unless something's getting taken, because like I said, I know these can be used as aggressive kill streaks, but to me in domination matches such as this, it is a very defensive kill streak, and I will use it as such. I will use it as a defense kill streak if I think that the enemy is pushing a certain area, if they're pushing it very heavily, or that I think that flag is in danger of being capped fairly easily, then I will call something on that area or around it where I think they're spawning. Right here I get a fail on my rolling thunder. I think they're going to continue to spawn back there at C or move up to B, and I ended up kind of wasting it. I don't get any kills with it, and that kind of frustrated me. And then I see that A is getting capped, so I can't remember. Yeah, I call in my mortar strike over near A and around B. I think the one on B ends up getting there too late. They cap it, and then it hits. I get the double kill. I do I do cap B. I do play defense, but if I see that if my team does need help, you know, capping a flag or anything like that, I will go and help out in any way I possibly can. But for the most part, my role is a defensive role, in that anything that we have capped, you know, I need to be around it and make sure that, you know, nobody gets to it. And as you can see right here, I still have my napalm strike, is because I'm waiting for my team to really get up in there and, you know, cap something, either C or A, because this team we're playing against actually had beat us in the match before, Domination on, I think it was launch. They barely beat us, and I knew that these people, they were very, very aggressive, and they really didn't so much as care about the middle B flag as they did as actually they continued to rush and rush and rush, and just trying to continually cap A and C simultaneously. And then that was it was a very, very bad mistake on their part. That and that actually, the only reason why they won the last time is because they caught us off guard near the very end. We actually had both an A and B cap, and they ended up coming around and capping the A behind us, and there was somebody on their team who had a tactical insertion, and he continuously spawned right behind us and thwarted a few of my teammates from securing that spot. So, but I mean, most of the times in Domination, you know, and you need to stretch it out that, you know, at least to your team that you're playing with, that only go for, you know, an A and B cap or a B and C cap, depending on what map you're in. Now, don't try to dominate if you think you can dominate without being, you know, without being like a really big problem or whatever. That's if, you know, your opposing team is really that bad, or you know that you're really that good, then, you know, by all means go for it. But 9 times out of 10, just a regular A and B or B and C cap will do you just fine, and you will win the game by a decent amount. I don't think that. Actually, I do think we do dominate at some point in this game, because we do get behind by a decent amount, and you know, it becomes necessary for us in order to win the game. And as you can see right here, I'm kind of continually rushing out. I'm slightly ignoring my responsibility to defend until at this point I get back in my spot. And I really love using the motion sensor, especially for domination matches. You know, when having to defend an area, I can use it to guard my backside, and I'll usually plant it right there in that corner, because it'll tell me if anybody's coming from that back alleyway, you know, or they're coming through the door behind me right there. And right here, I'm really not paying attention. I can see, like looking on the map right now, there is somebody in the room next to me. And I think I do get him. I come out the last moment and notice him, and end up getting him. And now the best thing to do when using that motion sensor is to pretty much check your mini-map, not every, you know, moment, but as often as you can check it without, you know, delving away from your responsibility for whatever it is you're doing for your team. And in this instance, this is for mine, you know, it's going to be defending. And I only take it away for a moment. I think I get knifed up here. Yeah. Oh, Lord. A little bit of a commando going on right there. And as you can see, they're doing it again. They are trying to, they're completely ignoring the B flag, and they're just going for the C flag at this point. And I was getting very agitated about that, and I guess it's a good tactic, because actually I could see where they were coming from in that instance, because they were trying to get an A and C cap, and then that way they would divert our attention away from B and trying to get C, and then they could take and end up ending with a, you know, an A and B cap for all of us. But I think yeah, there's a guy coming around the corner right there, but it's for naught, because I mean, they did have a party of it, but I don't think their party was as big as ours, so they had about at least, you know, maybe two or three people that weren't with their team, that were completely ignoring, you know, their tactic for going along with it. But luckily, though, oh, right there, I get a nice little nade save as their little tactic they're trying right there. As you can see again, they were there's a couple of guys that their sole purpose was to try to, and that actually is a good tactic to use, have a couple of guys, if you don't think you can get that B flag or that, you know, that middle flag at that point, and you know, send a few people or a couple of guys to run around and try to disrupt the game flow. What I mean by disrupt the game flow is by going against the norm. Most people would think that to focus on, you know, the B flag, go get that C flag, so that way it'll divert their attention away for a moment, so that way you might have enough time to get over here. And right here I was really surprised, because I'm up here for a while, as I fail a little bit in coming down and getting the kill right there. I'm surprised they didn't notice me. I was up here on this roof for a little while, and I do believe I end up getting my mortar team strike while I'm up here and my my rolling thunder. Yep, there it is right there. There's my mortar team. And right now, pretty much what I'm trying to do is, in a way, what I was talking about earlier, I'm trying to disrupt their spawn, and which means is why I'm trying to keep them from getting out of it, so that way to help my team. And I actually do a good job of that. I kill a few of them as they're coming out, so that way, and there we go. There's a rolling thunder. And I think that we're about to cap, yeah, and we just kept it right there. And actually, that really helped because and still to this very moment, you'd think they would notice some guys sitting up on the roof and up in their spawn like that. And I call the rolling thunder on top of myself because I already know that I've reached my kill streak, and I know that I don't really want to be up in their spawn too much longer because I don't want to flip the spawn. So I just call it in over myself and get a couple of kills in the process, and that ends up helping us out a lot. And right here, I do the smart thing and you know, and hold off on oh, let's see, I think I'm calling. Yes, I just call in my mortar strike right here. No, that wasn't my mortar strike. No, I just called in my mortar strike before that. But right there, I did the smart thing and I waited and called the napalm strike over on B. And then I think we are coming up on into the match, and we barely get the win, which we just squeaked by. It was a really great match. 201 to 199, very last minute. I get a decent score, and we get the win. I'll catch you guys later.